Hey, how's it going? I'm Sean and this is Devlog 19 for Reaper of the Undead. I haven't really had much time to do development this week, but with the time I did have, I just sat down to really analyse the feedback and figure out what direction I should take with this game. It might just be the vocal minority, but it seems like the whole roguelike permadeath thing isn't really working out. Most people seem to hate starting over every time they die, and to be honest I kinda do as well. Another common complaint is that it's too short and there's not enough progression and updates. And I agree with this too. And of course there's the souls. It's kinda hard to find a use for the souls the way the game is at the moment. And I feel like I could do something if I changed the way the game is structured. With all that said, I'd like to propose some changes. I don't want to completely remove the permadeath mechanic, but I was thinking there could be more persistent progression. Maybe make it 10 stages per area, but once completed you don't have to redo that area if you die. Or maybe even divide each area into 5 levels, each having 5 stages. Doing it this way would be better if I end up removing the ability to select upgrades midway through a level. And the reason for doing that would be because upgrades will most likely be through the use of souls, and I'll probably end up introducing a penalty for dying, so having the ability to use souls before you've completed a level wouldn't really work. That and the less interruptions to gameplay the better. Another benefit of these changes would be that the game can be longer. Imagine if the game as it is had 50 stages. That would be a horrible experience and dying would be way too punishing. I also have plans to restructure the upgrade system. As it stands, it's pretty easy to unlock all the upgrades, and when you do, it can get pretty boring after that. I was thinking each upgrade would be slightly less effective, but they would be cheaper and you'd unlock them more often. I also had the idea that certain upgrades would be infinite. A lot of upgrades like speed and fire rate would have to be capped at a certain value, but upgrades like health and damage could just keep scaling up. Doing that would mean I'd need to change how the zombies work, but that should be pretty easy to do. In the past I was determined not to scale the health of the zombies, and to scale the amount that spawned to compensate, but with the new upgrade system I'd need to scale the health as well. I also had a few ideas for new upgrades, but I'll leave those for another time. With the changes to the upgrades, I also proposed to change the health. Instead of health being represented by hearts, it'll have to be represented as a health bar to be able to have a dynamic length. Doing that will allow me to do more with the enemy scaling and progression. The last idea I had is to rework the weapon unlocks. Instead of a linear progression unlocking them one after another, I was thinking of implementing some kind of loot box system. It would work a bit like the weapon generation system I had way back, and it would scale based on the player's progress. This would probably mean removing the ability to upgrade damage, fire rate, and all the stats associated with the weapon, but it would mean more weapon variation and things to unlock. Or, alternatively, I could implement a system similar to Destiny, where you can upgrade your weapon, but if you find a better one, you've just wasted resources on those upgrades. Anyway, those are just some of the ideas I'm thinking of working towards, and if you have any ideas of your own, I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.